Love and Deepspace. Oh, is that? Oh, the audio's not cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart this one. Yes, I'm gonna have to restart that one. Alright, good. Quick BRB. I need to change my properties again. Oh no. Properties. There we go, Android device. Okay, are we back? Where the heck is going? Oh! Properties. Can you like turn up? New player. Okay, this.
Your lung sounds have improved. We can schedule an operation.
Right, can I do properties? Can we do that instead? Thank you. Right, we are back. We love when technology wants to be an absolute pain. Stream manager. Right, we're gonna go to about 9:30 tonight. And let's go! Back into the main story we go. Alright. How many have we got on this one? I think it's got 2 more. Right. Let's do this. Be prepared for tears. Wait, where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where's the boy? Where's the boy? Since we're dealing with Raphael. Have you guys seen the clips as well of... I need to plug in my... Oh, it's down... Where do I... Right. Where do I put my electric blanket? Girl is fucking electric blanket. There we go. Right up. Okay. I've got my little fishy here. Guys, can you guys see the fishy? Need cut. Could I move that down? There we go. You can see all my other plushes to the side now. There we go. Sit on my chest. There we go. Alright. Traverse most of... Check my reading, it's good. There we go. Traverse most of Wave Chaser Island before stopping in front of a southeastern region. Waves release thunderous roars as they collapse against the rocks. The moon is perched high in the sky, and the seawater at the bottom of the cliff shimmers with light. A reserved old man is waiting for us at the cliff's edge. He looks familiar. I feel like I've seen him before.
Is the sea moon ceremony ready?
Sea moon?
Yes, we're just waiting for you.
After responding to Raphael, he turns to me and holds out his hand to express friendliness.
I'm Raphael's butler. We met at the antique shop.
An antique shop? I shake his hand, and the scene before me overlaps with an image from my memory. This was the same hand that gave me change when I visited an antique shop. Raphael and I travelled to a peninsula during that trip in summer, and I wandered into an antique shop. I thought it was an ordinary store, but the owner was actually Raphael's butler.
My apologies. I wasn't able to reveal my true identity during our first meeting. But please believe me when I say that I and many other Lemurians are genuinely delighted to meet you.
I'm about to say it's okay when Raphael cuts into our conversation.
He's saying he doesn't need to keep secrets now, so he can welcome you properly.
Yay!
I run an antique-themed bed and breakfast on the island. The scenery is lovely and the food is good. Why don't you stay there tonight?
Following the old Butler, we go down the path and reach the closet. A group of Lemurians, while wearing pristine white clothes, gather by the sea. They're adding decorations to a boat-shaped object. It's made of seashells and anchored to the beach with ropes woven from seaweed. It rises and falls with the waves. This is the first time I've witnessed the sea moon ceremony.
Maybe you've already heard a legend or two about it. However, today's ceremony is different.
Following his tender gaze, I see a Lemurian lying down in the boat. She's surrounded by vibrant bouquets of flowers. It's not possible to know how old she is. I can only see how soft the moonlight reveals the gentle traces of time on her face. They're visible yet deeply etched. She's... what should I call her? The deceased? She isn't dead. A participant? No, that's not right either.
Yes, she's the focus of today's ceremony. She'd like it if we called her Aunt Coralia.
Aunt Coralia is smiling?
She's looking forward to this.
I turn to look into Raphael's gentle eyes.
The sea moon ceremony guides each Lemurian back to the ocean, back to their homeland. Having shed their physical bodies, those souls will journey to Lemuria's true resting place, Whalefall City.
That explains why the people here don't seem to be sad or grieving. They aren't afraid of death.
Not all deaths are the same.
Soft chanting rises from the crowd, and it's quickly drowned out by the howling sea wind. It's wind until it's barely audible. But the pearls and she cells adorning the boat hear it. They silently emit a slow glow.
With the songs of their people and the ritual's power, the deceased melts into the sea, and life takes on a new form. But if they die on land, their life force remains trapped within their fragile remains. Being unable to return to the sea is painful for Lemurians.
It's kind of sad. That was really sad. No wonder Raphael had to retrieve those remains from Raymond's villa. Forced to be away from her home while alive and unable to rest in peace after death, she must have felt desperate. Do all deceased Lemurians eventually reunite in Whalefall City? My words slip out without thinking. I've soon realised sharing Aunt Coralia's anticipation.
Assuming they can find the way back to Whalefall City.
But isn't Whalefall City...
The moon has reached its apex.
Follow me.
Raphael leads me by the hand and we reach the shoreline. Then he walks to the boat's bow. Oh, that's cool. He raises his hand that holds a bouquet. A gentle flame is ignited in the wind's darkness, in the night's darkness. Enveloped in fire, the flower buds rustle and tremble. Their wave-like petals unfurl one after another. The ethereal melodious singing rises and spreads with the flames. Harmonies merge to create a call and a response with the waves. The Lemurians slowly step forward. They take the flowers aglow with sparks from the boat and hold them as they scoop up seawater. Following Raphael's gesture, I approach and receive a handful of vibrant flower petals from him. As the song reaches its peak, the waves surge. The quietly moored seashell boat gently sways as it drifts away from the shore.
This is the final step of the ceremony.
I'm gonna cry. He supports my hand as dark blue specks of light rise from the flower petals. They converge into a watery light orb of light.
When the blessings of our people connect with the ocean's will, Whalefall City opens its path to the children of the sea. May the wave letter guide her.
May the wave letter guide her to find rest in Whalefall City. May she be reborn in a wave's embrace.
The orbs of light from the flowers pulse with the rippling waves. They transform into fish that swim around the boat as it drifts towards the sea. The waves carry the petals as they collide and gather. On the dark sea water surface, they converge to form a bright, gentle path. Watching the seashell boat as it floats away, Raphael returns to my side. He answers the questions I asked before the interruption.
The last person who saw Whalefall City died over 1,000 years ago. And as I said before, Lemurians aren't certain if they can return.
Despite that, people still believe in the Sea Moon Ceremony's legend.
It's been lost for centuries, but Whalefall City is where every Lemurian heart yearns to be. It's the place where our souls ultimately rest. Over countless years, this yearning gradually transformed into a comfort as intangible as a dream. So, today's ceremony is different.
Since Whalefall City appeared, can Aunt Cornelia's soul really return?
That was her final gift to us, and it's her dying wish. There was still some time before her Sea Moon ceremony would be officially held, but she couldn't wait any longer. She wanted to test whether the path back to Whalefall City still existed.
The scent of petals lingers around Raphael, and a sea breeze has tousled his hair and concealed the flickering emotion in his eyes. The singing hasn't ceased. The Lemurians' chants ripple like fragile waves and stir the moonlight reflected on the water.
Should she return, the wave letter will bear her echo home.
Will the boat reach Whalefall City? I close my eyes and etch the sound of surging tides deep within my heart. That was a sad chapter. Oh, that was so good though. The way that, like, I love the way that the Infold are able to sort of, with Raphael, like, in a lot of mermaid stories, it's like, oh, this place is like an ancient city. Oh, it's just like water and stuff. But I love how Infold are able to sort of etch the Lemurians into having their own sort of culture in a way, and like backstory, and I think this is the same for a lot of the characters, but especially with Raphael, like, it feels like Lemuria is its own, like, alive place as well. Same with, like, Philos and that, but, like, people with their own, like, lost, like, Raphael is, like, people with a lost culture in a way, which, you know, that's one of the reasons I Raphael as one of my mains because he's such a complex, rich character and has lost so much in the story and still, I'd say, still healing from that in a main sense. The distant sound of waves lingers in my dreams long after I've fallen asleep that night. Oh, he's wearing the birthday outfit. Next morning, I met up with Raphael in the antique-themed bed and breakfast restaurant. Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, he is sleepy. Raphael looks like he didn't sleep well. His yawning is like a fish blowing bubbles. Oh. Musicians are playing classical music in the lush courtyard as servers in the restaurant restock seafood and fresh produce. Children are collecting seashells on the beach, and surfers rest or practice in small groups while carrying their boats along the sand. Turmoil of the outside world doesn't seem to affect life here on Wave Chaser Island. There's only harmony, freedom, and flowing
This
with
restaurant
vitality.
has been part of the bed and breakfast for years, you know. On Wave Chaser Island's restaurant list, it's in the top 3. You should try more of their dishes.
The waiter hands me the menu. As I flip through it, I reveal a knowing smile. I think it'd all be seafood.
The front pages are just standard dishes. If you want to try the specialties, you need to go to the back.
Freshly caught crab. What kind of dish is that?
Do you see the beach down there? As soon as you place your order, they'll send someone to the beach to dig for crabs, which are caught and prepared on the spot.
They're very dedicated. I think I'll stick to something more ordinary. It'd be a little impolite to disturb crabs early in the morning. Raphael gives me a sly glance, flips to the last page, the last page of the menu, and points to the Lincoln Gazy pie. It's a pie with dried fish, and their heads are sticking up at a 45-degree angle. The eyes are seemingly staring back at me from the menu.
I heard my old butler left quite the impression when he first tried this dish.
Was it good or
You'll find
bad?
out soon enough.
I wouldn't order it if I were you.
A small head pops up by the window to give me a mysterious
I
warning.
had 8 nightmares the night after I ate that.
Oh, Aiden.
We should order one. Then you won't eat the other dishes we ordered.
The boy shyly sticks out his tongue before walking through the main restaurant. Children also attend the scene ceremony, but I didn't pay too much attention to them last night. Only now do I notice Aiden has gotten taller. Out of all the Lemurians Raphael has introduced me to, Aiden holds the most special place in my heart. His father is a Lemurian, his mother is human, and Aiden himself is a half Lemurian who isn't very good at singing.
Raphael, miss, can I join you today? I promise I won't disturb you while you're doing important stuff. I'll be on my best behavior.
Raphael and I exchange grants, our smiles reaching our eyes, but we pretend to look reluctant.
After breakfast, the Miss and I are heading out. We might encounter some danger.
I won't be too close when I follow you. And if there's danger, I'll run away. This is the perfect chance for me to go outside. If I just sit around and do nothing, I might get too anxious and struggle to breathe.
Oh, Aiden, are you in trouble? For a moment, the words Gaia research team flashed through my mind. I straighten up my posture.
Not exactly. Everyone else is waiting for a response from the sea moon ceremony, and I know the wave letter will only arrive when it gets dark and the tide comes in, but I can't sit still.
The young boy hasn't experienced much of life's hardships yet. Only a faint, indescribable unease lingers in his eyes. I send Raphael a questioning glance. I'm not sure what his plans are for today, or if he'd be willing to accommodate the boy's request. The aroma of food arrives with the server. Raphael places the seafood paella in front of me and slides the cream soup over to Aiden.
I'll give you the time it takes to finish this bowl. So, I suggest you really think about whether or not you want to be our tag-along for your vacation.
I love this outfit. I wish I was able to unlock it. I wasn't able to. Unsure of which path to take, two grown-ups head out with a child. Intersection.
Do you guys have something important to do?
No. Nope. Yeah, doesn't the sea god have something important to do?
You're right. And doesn't Miss Hunter have something important to do?
No. I can't help but feel a little deflated. I'm here as external support from Association's HQ. I'm sure I'm supposed to help the Verona branch analyze abnormal magnetic fields, but Gaia Biotech has sealed off the area under the pretext of scientific expedition. Unless the readings go beyond the safety threshold, hunters aren't allowed to intervene freely.
So you can only wait and see.
It's a little frustrating, but yeah, that's the current situation. What about you? With a massive whaleful city on our doorstep, aren't you thinking about a lot of things?
Yes, but my circumstances are the same as yours.
You're also waiting to see what happens. Why?
Gaia.
Ah, of course, who else would it be? Aiden tilts his head up and looks left and right as he imitates Raphael by holding his hands in his pockets when he speaks in an attempt to be cool.
If you think about it, you two have the same target. Doesn't that mean you have the same goal?
You're a smart cookie.
Raphael gently pats the back of Aiden's head and leads us away from the busy street. We head to the coastline.
Hunters can't freely interfere with Gaia's scientific expedition. That's basically a rule in human society.
How is it a rule now?
But a Lemurian wanting to return to the sea certainly doesn't need anyone's permission.
Yeah.
What do you think?
In the morning light, Raphael stands with his back to Aiden and winks at me. A fleeting glint of mischief crosses his face. If you ask me, since the abnormal magnetic field is connected to Whaleful City, we should pursue the heart of the matter instead of investigating phenomena on the surface. As a hunter, I can accept having my actions restricted and being forced to take a vacation, but as an ally to Lemurians, I should help when it comes to important matters like finding a lost capital city, right?
Among the three people here, all three are clever.
We're all good cookies.
Huh? What are you two talking about?
It's grown-up business. I'm not telling you.
It's like, nope. Fishy's been sleeping. Our knowing laughter floats away from the sea breeze. Seagulls flying at low altitudes respond with raucous cries. Still see the fish. Or is the fish slipped? There we go. The fish hasn't slipped down so much. He's still hanging on. The mist from the fountain retracts to create a faint rainbow. Tourists pause and take quick pictures. But the column-shaped... Oh my gosh, why are you going down? But the column-shaped structure in the center has a strange protrusion on one corner. The intricate patterns and bizarre shapes disrupt the fountain's harmony. That's... Oh,
Not something from the island.
fishy! I need to click using one. That's a fate magnetic fluctuation. In abnormal, that's a fate magnetic fund. In abnormal magnetic fields, objects partially with the original sculpture. Pardon me. It seems the underwater magnetic field does affect Wave Chaser Island, but very few people have noticed it. On the other side of the fountain, someone has dragged over a ladder and steps and sits at its top. They're carefully examining the protrusion with a carving tool.
This could be an opportunity to push past the sculpture's originally conservative style.
The sculpture uses a scraper tool with modeling clay to fill in the sharp edges of the sculpture. He gestures in the air to visualize the work and is about to make the first cut.
It's better to preserve some of those sharp angles.
Oh? Ha! It's you! I was wondering who else on this island could have eyes sharper than mine.
The sculpture, immersed in his art, finishes his greeting to Raphael. Before his gaze falls on me, he slightly raises his eyebrow.
Our minds are always in an artistic perspective. It's boring and not surprising. Raphael, don't you think?
Unconventional art needs non-artistic advice?
Exactly.
What kind of advice? City beautification or environmental consideration? I thought someone like you would be angry upon seeing this obliteration of art.
Obliteration is one of many tools when it comes to art. Oh, I know! You need to balance order and obliteration.
Without bothering with pleasantries, he's already tracing lines in the clay. The crowd of onlookers disperses while Raphael's focused gaze remains unchanged. He speaks as though he's in the middle of an inquiry and a casual conversation.
You see it, right? That's a tentacle from Whale Fall City.
Whether it is or isn't doesn't matter to the art. I made the choice to devote my life to pursuing the limitations of art. I believed that finding Lemuria's lost treasures would lead me to the end. But over the years, I realized how narrow-minded I was.
Art is how you see it.
As long as the world continues to turn, life will never cease to exist. And so long as life exists, art won't have an end.
That's true.
Order is a temporary framework. Breaking it forms the underlying essence of life's perpetual renewal. It's like
Lemurian's fate, to wander for all eternity.
the freest fish in the sea can't stop swimming.
Ethereal singing comes from some unknown corner. It pulsates with ceaseless joy like a heartbeat beneath the island's tranquility.
Let's go. If we stay any longer, he'll think our breathing is annoying.
When Raphael pulls me around a corner, I finally look away from the statue.
The sculpture looks disheveled, but his thoughts are surprisingly profound. He's like my grandfather. Raphael, do you have a last wish?
Interesting. I need to change up my girl's look again. I keep forgetting to do that. This fish is so naughty. This fish is so naughty. Alright, let's go change up our girl's look real quick. Photo studio. I don't know what this will show up in the thing that I stop. Oh, I should put some cream on my hands. Open the thing fish. Get my notes on my hand cream routine. It's not really much, it's just sponsored by Lush, but the Lush cream tends to be really good for your eczema. From what I heard.
What do you think? I'm curious.
A very good organisation as well. These are the ones that did their like Palestine support thing. They're really good. They're a bit expensive, but it's worth it at the end of the day for the quality you get out of it. Let's do some battles. Fish. But yeah, I'm not streaming next week. I was gonna. Oh, I didn't know if I was up for it tonight, but I was like, come on, Molly, do at least one more stream for today.
The storm shall crush
And then you can see how you go.
The tide's judgment
shall descend here and now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
Oh, good. The sound of death. The tide's judgment
shall descend here and now. Oh, sea god, I summon thee.
I hear you. Are you still holding on?
Eat this.
The tide's judgment
shall descend here and now.
Ripples in a breeze.
A drop in the ocean.
Right, there we go. I don't know how many of these. Usually at the end of a thing you'll get about 3, so I'm expecting us getting about 3 or 4 in a row here. Yeah, I was right. I think we're gonna get about 3 of these. Fishy is not behaving today. Where should I put him, y'all? On my drink? I don't know. I don't know where the good place to put the fish boy would be. On here? On the left side? There we go.
Lemuria's seas will never dry up. Come, my shark is hungry.
Now.
Stay alert. Don't let your guard down.
My turn.
Yeah.
Is it serious?
I'm okay. You aren't so bad yourself.
Where's your clip, buddy?
Come, my shark is here for Santa. Pathetic. I was just...
Everything went well.
Yeah. Now he can... He's on my mic, he can behave now. Oh, there we go. Let's exit that. He's got a fluffy tail as well. Tail is just full of felt for. Alright. could watch your sea god battle thing. Yes, I tend to have really bad eczema, which is why I tend to use... I'm currently using E45 because I have like a massive tub of like E45 cream that I tend to use, but I also tend to use the Dream Cream as well in tandem. But
Lemuria's seas
yeah,
will never dry up.
it's like a cornerstone. It will like be fine for like a little bit and then it will come back again.
Come.
Insanity.
My shark is hungry.
Now, I need you.
If that's your wish.
I'll show you.
Don't underestimate the power of fire.
No.
I'll take it down in one go.
There we go.
Follow me, and let's stop it. That wasn't so tough now, was it?
It's over.
Sit on my chest over here. He's not staying. Felt boy is not staying on. Right, oh yeah. There we go. Oh, we're on to the next chapter already. Oh my god! We're in Lemuria. Well, kind of. The three of us stop in our tracks and I turn to Raphael. Huh? When did you write a bucket list? Bewildered, Raphael slowly faces Aiden in the same way I turn towards him.
When did I write a bucket list?
I was just curious.
He pulls his hand out of his pocket and begins counting on his
My
fingers.
grandfather wrote a bucket list. The sculpture and Aunt Coralia also had things they wanted to do before they passed away.
He raises his hand and shows 3 fingers to
I
Raphael.
was wondering if you might have similar thoughts. But I don't think the sea god can really die.
Listening to these far-fetched speculations, Raphael's confusion gradually disappears. He crouches down to Aiden's eye level and reaches the boy's forefinger and raises the boy's forefinger.
If I had a bucket list, it'd be to bring the Lemurians back to Whalefall City.
That doesn't count because it's the sea god's wish. And it's boring. I want to know your wish.
Raphael softly chuckles as he stands. His hand gently touches Aiden's head.
If the old butler finds out I've told you inappropriate things again, will you accept being scolded in my place?
What?
I've grown up. I can hear things children aren't supposed to know.
Really? You're only a little taller than my waist.
It still counts.
Aiden stands on his tiptoes and pushes Raphael's hand up. He's trying to make himself a bit taller. Raphael pushes him back down, but I catch a glimpse of something hidden behind his smile. The wish he doesn't want to say. Is it revenge?
You be the judge. Have I grown up or not?
I snap back to reality, then I walk over and pat Aiden's head. What about your homework? Excuse me, Mr. Little Grown-Up, did you finish your homework? Are you done with studying? How did you do on your last exam? Oh.
Stop! I'm a kid.
Aiden runs away with his hands over his head. He's afraid of taking another decisive strike from these mean adults. At the bottom of the slope lies the sparkling sea. Raphael and I stand together and watch Aiden's shadow as he moves. A kid who's quick on his feet can escape heavy topics, but adults can no longer do such a thing.
Thanks for the save. It was pretty effective.
Raphael stretches his stiff body and lets out a yawn. You've hidden things from him twice today. A child's unsatisfied curiosity can be difficult to deal with. When Aiden grows up, you'll have to answer all his questions, and you can't forget the accumulated interest.
Excuse me? That's a thing?
It's compensation for giving him childhood trauma.
You know, I feel like you're the one who did that. Just saying.
I hold my hand out to him. I only did it to bail you out. Also, you also owe me. Raphael dutifully takes my hand and presses his palm against mine.
Here you go. I'm at your service.
When is that prophecy gonna be reopened?
I already waxed my surfboard 3 times. I might as well put it in storage at this point.
All those tourists who wanted surfing lessons canceled their appointments. I need to cut back on expenses this month.
Still grumbling, the surfers walk away. Raphael pauses and watches their retreating figures. Ever is already affecting the lives of ordinary people on
They
Wayface
don't care
Island.
about Lemurians, let alone ordinary people.
Yeah.
This works out for me, though. It saves me the trouble of hunting them down one by one.
Oh. I gaze at his profile in the sunlight. His expression is anything but bright.
Why are you looking at me like that? You already figured out my plans.
He's gonna murder them. Aside from finding out a way to enter Whalefall City, you're planning to do something about those Gaia biotech people, right? Whenever you have that look, I know you're gonna give me a heart attack.
Do I always scare you? I see I've been ungentlemanly. I'll definitely take the time to reflect. Whalefall City's emergence has caused quite a stir within Ever. It's gonna attract a lot of people who want a piece of it. Those who entered Whalefall Acropolis back then made enormous profits and got a taste of the rewards. They definitely won't miss this opportunity. I'm just acting as a catalyst and helping this predictable cycle of cause and effect reach its conclusion faster.
Ooh, revenge is a goal Raphael has never wavered from. It's seemingly the backbone of his very existence. But revenge must eventually end. I've never really thought about this question. Once everything is over, what will Raphael do? If his revenge ends with this, then that's good. Yeah. Ending this conflict and recovering Whalefall City seems like the perfect opportunity to lead the Lemurians back to their royal capital. Will Raphael and the other Lemurians leave? My tangled thoughts are a jumbled mess, and my pace unconsciously slows. I start to fall behind Raphael.
Why the long face?
I'm gonna save that. I don't know when he turned around, but now he's looking into my eyes. I'm wondering if you and the Lemurians I know will return to the ocean's depths. All of you swim incredibly fast, so coming ashore for visits shouldn't be too difficult. But it still feels a little...
What if I can never return to the surface again?
Countless words spin on the tip of my tongue, and they compete to represent my feelings. However, none of them are adequate enough. I open my mouth, but no sound comes out. Only a single simple thought echoes through my mind. I can't bear to lose you.
You're thinking further ahead than me, cutie. Some of my people that Ever took are still missing. How can I leave?
I look up I look up to see his gentle smile that's like the sun. I sense an urgent need for a more definitive answer. Then I can work as your bodyguard until the end of the world?
Who knows how long Earth will last? Let's extend it a bit more. Like, until the universe dies.
Oh. No one knows when the universe began or when it will end. Since our lives will never be as long as the universe, that's basically forever.
Until this endless journey reaches a conclusion, I won't leave this place.
From where he stands, the wind carries a refreshing scent towards me. The sea breeze is gentle, surprisingly, can carry away my worries. As our conversation between adults ends, Aiden happens to run up the slope. His footsteps are unusually frantic.
There are people at the port!
He retreats behind us, his shoulders trembling violently. I crouch down and pat his head. Take your time. Who are the people that just arrived?
They're wearing the same clothes as a
Oh,
guy
great.
biotech researchers who sealed off the...
Oh, the back. Raphael was pissed. Raphael's phone rings. After he answers the call, I can faintly... Oh, no!
Everest sent a new team of support personnel. They're already in Verona.
Understood.
Raphael lowers his phone, and the smile on his face vanishes.
This deadly temptation really is irresistible. Someone couldn't wait any longer.
Just, can they leave them alone? Like, can Emma just, like, leave? People just... Actually, no. Just... Can Emma just leave? Just leave it at that. I was gonna say, can Emma just leave people alone? But, like, honestly, can they just leave? At this point. They're just like, no. A large research vessel is near the port. Due to the insufficient water depth at the harbour, the ship cannot dock at the shore. The Gaia Biotech personnel are methodically coming ashore via assault boats. They arrive on land one after another. I sit with Raphael at an open-air cafe by the coast. We quietly monitor the movements of the new team.
They're moving.
Okay. I follow Raphael out of the cafe and we quickly tail the group. Do you know where they're headed?
Central Square.
The Gaia Biotech team, as if following a voice navigation system, turns the street corner and takes the road leading to Central Square. Can you do fortune telling too? Your accuracy is impressive.
If you put yourself in their shoes, it's easy to guess where they're going. Criminals like to repeatedly visit the crime scenes, and people who have succeeded once want to replicate their success. Central Square was modeled after the plaza in Whalefall Acropolis. They'll definitely reminisce about their glory days.
Raphael's prediction comes true. The Gaia Biotech team doesn't have any detours and heads to Central Square. Performers specializing in folk music played unfamiliar song. The Gaia Biotech researchers stop in front of the band and join the other spectators in watching the show.
Fish infected by parasites usually don't look any different from the rest of the school. But when predators appear, parasitized fish are oblivious to the danger and will take risks. Meanwhile, the uninfected fish flee. In that moment, they believe they can defeat their predators. Let's see who's lucky enough to have the privilege of entering Whalefall City.
As the melodious music reaches its finale, Raphael signals for me to stay put. Then he quickly moves behind a statue across the square and partially reveals himself. One of the band members makes eye contact with Raphael, with the crowd separating them. Raphael nods, and the musician frowns before leaving. The next song begins, the audience pays little to no attention to the unremarkable band member who left midway through the performance, except for 3 Gaia biotech researchers. Directly behind them, I can see 3 silently exchanging signals with their eyes. Then they break away and head towards Raphael's position. The fish is fishing. Interesting. Asking you anything, the fish is fishing. Up ahead, Raphael and the band members flicker in and out of view. They're about to disappear outside the square. When the 3 researchers quicken their pace, I silently speed up to follow them. At the base of the courtyard wall adorned with seashells, the 3 Gaia biotech researchers are furtively listening for any sounds on the other side. Their faces contort with shifty, rat-like expressions. Shortly after, they leave the alley with those same expressions. They pass under the 2nd floor building where I'm hiding.
No doubt about it. That's Whalefall City.
Pause.
Just as they're about to enter, we should also...
We're lucky to get what we want without any effort.
They make no attempt to hide their greed, and a disgusting chill runs down my spine. Then I sense someone looking at me, and I raise my head. Raphael is waving at me from the base of the nearby courtyard wall. I quickly climb out and dart to his side.
I knew you couldn't stay out of it. Now you're an observer watching the observers.
They were acting suspicious. My professional intuition was triggered at the moment I saw them. I overheard their conversation, trying to enter Whalefall City.
I'm not surprised. They know I'm special, and they have speculations about my connection to Lemurians. But that's not enough to confirm anything. I let out some information about us knowing how to enter Whalefall City. I also included a tidbit about its treasures and its power surpassing Whalefall Acropolis. Only those who are involved in destroying Whalefall Acropolis would understand what I'm referring to.
He observes the alley where the group has disappeared into, his cold gaze revealing unwavering determination.
When it was destroyed,
Memories stir and his voice trails off. After being lost in thought for a moment, his gaze refocuses.
I escaped by sheer chance, but I never saw the invader's face. For years, I hunted for clues. It was the only choice I had. And in time, I fished them out one by one. They were particularly well hidden. If Whalefall City's allure wasn't so powerful, we wouldn't have been able to force them to surface.
The trap has been set, and they haven't even noticed the real danger yet. They've been parasitized by their own greed. I can't English. Dyslexia go brr.
All we need to do now is wait a little longer.
Fish won't stay. As soon as he returns, I'm gonna take you off the cliff. Come on, Raphael, get off the cliff. Stream clips of me messing with a gosh damn fish. Oh, well, fishy. Get off. Fishy won't get off the headphones now. He's stuck. Oh dear. You can just sit. As soon as we return to the guest house, we walk through the lobby. Raphael and I hush. When we open the door, we see numerous Lemurians have gathered. They talk in small clusters. Aiden is among them. When he sees us, he walks over.
Miss, Raphael, did you hear the echo?
Oh no. Regretfully, I shake my head, and the sprinkle in Aiden's eyes dims.
You who haven't. That Aunt Coralia didn't go back to Whalefall City.
Oh.
How long has it been since the predicted time?
1 hour.
It's too long.
I exchanged a glance with Raphael. We're thinking the same thing. The Sea Moon ceremony's echo most likely won't appear. The whispers gradually fade as everyone reads the answer on Raphael's face. Quite a few people, like Aiden, have been eagerly waiting for it. They're all looking at Raphael as if they placed their hopes on him. I can't bear to look at their disappointed expressions. In the agonizing silence, I moved to Raphael's side and tenderly brushed the back of my hand against his. Do you want to go for a walk on the beach?
No?
I was wondering if the echo is really quiet. You can't hear it from here, right? Why don't we go to the beach and wait a little longer? As I offer this flimsy excuse, the tension in Raphael's shoulder and neck eases.
Okay, let's do that.
Aww. I think why MC and Raphael work in their own stories because, like, they're both very observant. Like, in that scene, MC they're very good at picking up on things by each other. Tonight's moonlight isn't bright. Clouds cover the moon, which leaves the seaside shrouded in darkness. Which, if the other partner's not very good at communicating, is a very good skill. It's either you're both very good at communicating your feelings, or you have to be good at picking up on things. Me and my boyfriend are very much on the very good at communicating side of things. Sometimes. I step into the sea water and I'm surprised to discover that it goes with a luminescent blue light where I disturb it. I crouch down and place my hand in the water. Blue light radiates, which creates a dreamy scene from a fairy tale. Raphael, I think I've become a magician.
There are sea fireflies in the water. When disturbed, they emit light. By the way, you're scaring them, cutie. They might die from shock.
What? I quickly pull my hand out and Raphael crouches. Smiling, he grasps my wrist and guides it back.
Just kidding. They're not that fragile. This is a normal bioluminescent phenomenon in certain oceans.
I knew that. Holding Raphael's hand, I draw an arc through the seawater. A beautiful sapphire line of light trails behind. The fluorescence shines on our blurry reflections. The waves crash and tear us apart before quickly mending us back together.
There are many transparent creatures in the ocean that don't emit light. They live in the deep sea and play a part in the ocean's ecosystem. Sunlight can't reach them. When I was young, I used flames to play with them. Their transparent bodies would take on the colors that were created when firelight and seawater merged.
Is it like your painting from Raymond's collection?
They're more ethereal. But why did you think of that painting?
Aunt Coralia reminded me of what you said about Lemurians needing to return to the sea after death. Then, at Raymond's house, she died a long time ago. If we find a way back to Whalefall City, would her soul return there?
For Whalefall City, time has never been an issue.
The restless waves in my heart settle. Words are interspersed in moments between the rise and fall of the waves. They become silent again. I reach into the sea with both hands. Sea fireflies, please carry our wishes into the deep sea, and let those who have passed away send their echoes, I beg of you. I open my eyes to find Raphael looking at me. His eyes reflect those blue specks of bioluminescence. What? When people feel hopeless, they're capable of doing anything. I'd even go so far as to make a wish to a seagull.
I was thinking about how sea fireflies would carry our wishes when they can't speak.
You're ruining the magic. I grab his hand and dip it into the seawater. Oh, great sea god, can't you communicate with sea creatures? Try it. Ask the fireflies to deliver our message.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Raphael closes his eyes.
Sea fireflies, if they reach Whale Fall City, please have them send a message back. This is like an urgent express delivery. Thanks.
Urgent express delivery. The luminous blue specks flutter and pulse in the waves as if they actually understand what you said. The waves suddenly surge, and the sky seems to grow dark. The moon continues to rise while time flows past us. For some reason, the sound of the waves stops. No echo returns.
The tide is rising. It's not safe to stay at the shore. Let's head back.
But... Raphael reaches out to smooth my hair that the wind tousled.
Not every spell works in fairy tales. Miracles always wait until the end of the story. We knew this would happen.
So, the sea moon ceremony bringing the Lemurians back to Whalefall City is just a legend?
When I was a kid, I once heard a bedtime story about the first Lemurian sea god. According to the legend, the sea god disappeared into a golden sea for the sake of Whalefall City. The sea god's lover searched the world, but when she finally found him, he had already entered an eternal slumber. Her tears of blood fell onto the ring that symbolized their covenant, their bond. Then golden waves surged across the sea. A conch-shaped vessel rose from the ocean's depths and drifted toward them. That night, moonlight guided their way. The vessel carried the sleeping sea god and his lover back to Whalefall City. The funeral of the first sea god is the origin of the sea moon ceremony.
Raphael's gaze lands on the distant silvery waves where several seabirds gracefully fly past. The tides ebb and flow. Maybe the first sea god once heard the same waves we're heading today.
Yeah. So maybe these legends really did happen.
What do you mean?
While searching for the mastermind behind the invasion and looting of Whalefall Acropolis, I saw that ring. We lived in the Acropolis of the royal capital, hiding countless treasures unknown even to the Lemurians. That modest-looking ring, however, went unnoticed and soon vanished in the flow of gold and trade.
Of course. Now it's time to return it to its rightful owner.
The person who took it knows it's one of Lemuria's most precious treasures now. He'll only exchange it for something more valuable.
A meaningful look slowly appears on his face.
Of course, this never should have been a deal in the first place. So, I have an idea. Are you willing to?
Yes. Yes. I have no desire to ask him about his idea. Deep down, I might already been looking forward to causing a little bit of trouble with him. The rising tide catches up to us. Raphael takes my hand and helps me stand. We trudge towards the shore. The tide is like a melody I can't bear to leave behind. I took his hand and pulled him back. I still want to wait for the echo. I don't want to give up until the very last moment.
Okay.
I like that. I love how I like all the depressing ones. We sit down on the sea. Well, the fish has fallen. How dare you? We sit down on the seawell. Raphael positions himself on the windward side to shield me from the cold. Oh. Until the sea's bioluminescent glow fades and the first hint of dawn appears on the horizon. On the beach, the only echoes I hear are from the waves perpetually lapping against the shore. So, put my little heat blanket. Yawning a lot. Inside the rooms, the curtains are tightly drawn to prevent faint traces of sunlight and sound from penetrating the stagnant air. Pardon me. The time spent waiting stretches seemingly pulled taut by invisible, entangled radio waves. They tug at the nerves of whomever might be on either end. Before the third ring is about to end, he answers the call.
Mr. Sutherland.
Our talented artist has kept me waiting. I brought you what you wanted, Raphael. So when will you uphold your end of the deal?
Oh, there we go.
Of course. I have her with me right now. However, what you've brought is only enough for me to deliver her. Whether or not you can subdue her depends on your skills.
Don't worry. I'm eager to end this quickly. But Wave Chaser Island hasn't been peaceful lately, right?
It's just a storm that won't create real waves. If you're scared, you don't have to visit the island.
Very well. My greatest virtue is that I never pretend to be brave. I'll humbly await your presence at Verona's breakwater at 4 p.m.
The call ends and the phone nimbly twirls between Raphael's fingers. He pauses to capture the image of a glistening glass by the window. I take a big gulp of my ice mint lemonade before opening the curtains. Swoosh, blinding sunlight floods the room. I didn't dare to drink anything while you were talking. You two spoke for so long that the ice almost melted.
Please. I'm here performing a scene with conspiracy and betrayal, only to see you basking in the sun. With a cold drink, I might add. How am I supposed to stay in character?
The glass finds its way into his hand and the liquid is gone within seconds.
That guy dares to steal business from Ever for his own benefit. You can imagine how alert he must be.
So when he asked you about me, it must have been for...
The Ether Core.
Yes. He's a coward, but he has quite the appetite. Oh, there's that. Perched on the small table next to him, I watch Raphael drink water. I cross my arms and narrow my eyes. Be honest with me, was I part of your deal with him since the beginning?
No. It's more like taking advantage of what was available. What can I do when the most precious treasure I have is...
Me. Raphael sits down his glass and turns on the table. He watches it redact radiant light.
So you're well aware. I'll give you credit for guessing correctly.
At least I don't need to act as someone else on your home turf. I'm sure Mr. Sutherland won't be too particular about it. Raphael rests his chin on his hand and tilts his face towards me, ideally brushing a fingertip over the droplets beading along the glass.
Two big shots like us putting on a special performance for him. It's only fair that he pays up. Since he's afraid of being watched by Gaia Biotech and doesn't dare to visit the island, I can probably guess the location he chose for the deal. On Verona's southern breakwater, there's a center with a small brain computer interface. After they started researching protocors, Ever abandoned the project. It's hard to say if that's a good or bad thing.
Why is this place special?
There's not a soul in sight for 3 kilometers, which is perfect for double-crossing people.
Ah, betrayal. Good old betrayal. The ice cubes in my glass lose their balance and clink as they fall. Raphael and I exchange a glance and grip like a pair of conspiring villains. Oh gosh. What is happening? The helicopter lands behind a breakwater on a desolate stretch of Verona's coastline. Raphael leaps onto the ground while carrying me. Let go of me.
Struggle anymore and I'll drop you. There are man-eating fish waiting for you. Not even your bones will remain once their stomachs are full. Wait a bit. Then use your resonance evil to check and see if he has anything with abnormal energy. That'll be our target.
Okay. My face is covered and I can't see anything clearly. Supporting my arm, Raphael guides me. A kidnapper being gentle. Won't someone see through our act? Raphael, be rougher. Don't blow our cover when we barely started.
Relax a bit and follow my lead. You won't get hurt.
After our whispers end, Raphael presses his hand against my back and shoves me forward forcefully. Suppressing my defensive reflex, I stumble several steps and go with the momentum. To onlookers, I appear to be a victim who almost falls. Fortunately, the path isn't very long. I soon hear the sound of a heavy iron door opening ahead of us. The elevator descends and it takes us deeper underground. Sutherland has already arrived. His guards lead us to one of the floors, and Raphael pushes me out of the elevator. Our guide, probably believing there won't be any serious issues now finally removes the covering from my head. I exchange a glance with Raphael before discreetly surveying our surroundings. I note the positions of several guards without showing any reaction.
Both of you need to wait here.
Many wanderers are hiding here. In the corner of the reception room, several malformed figures remain motionless as if they're objects. But their energy fluctuations keep me on edge. I find an opportunity to subtly signal Raphael to keep his distance.
They even lined up to welcome us. They're so polite.
Don't move. These things only obey their leader's commands. If you provoke them, I won't be able to save you.
From this angle, I can't see Raphael's expression, but the hand gripping my arm gives a gentle squeeze to reassure me.
Then why do we have to wait here? And how long do we have to wait?
The equipment's still being prepared. It'll take at least another hour.
Equipment?
This wasn't part of the deal.
The boss said the higher-ups require a protocol verification.
My arm is tapped. It's a secret signal Raphael and I established beforehand.
If anything unexpected happens, run.
I have to leave you behind?
Can you really do that, though? Just run. I'll catch you and bring you back. If we show the exchange is unstable, we can demand to speed up the process.
As we discussed before, resistance will make it look more convincing. I spin around abruptly, using the momentum to break free. I pull out the gun they failed to find during the pat-down. As the guard reacts, I run while Raphael provides cover. I take the guard down and immediately make a break for it.
Squad number 2, take her!
Your men are too clumsy. Since they're bound to damage valuable cargo, let's not risk it. I'll handle this.
I sprint back along the path I took and hide in the place where the corridor splits from the darkness. The sound of unhurried footsteps approaches. He's here. Hey, here we go!
Don't come any closer.
Hey, it works this time.
Shush. Bear with it, okay? I'm here. No greeting?
You kept your word. I'm certain our cooperation will be pleasant this time as well.
Rushing. Forcibly seizing power that's beyond your capability won't make you stronger. You'll only burn yourself in the end. Are you sure you can handle this power?
Rest assured, I have no intention of claiming the protocore.
Good. So what about the thing I want?
I have it. However, I need to verify the ether core.
Of course, but unfortunately the ether core's power is difficult to control. You need trust and permission. If that doesn't work, you need to use some outside assistance. You see, the threat of fear and death is the best method for awakening potential. It's simple.
That's the signal.
Hey, let's go!
You two are.
Catch.
Oh, never mind.
Why are you in a rush? Since we have a deal, we can't let our performance be for nothing.
It's so good!
The thing you brought. I'll take it. Let's go. Behind you.
Hey, let's go! Oh, so sick.
The rest is yours.
Oh, shoot. I'm coughing.
There was no applause, but the audience was thrilled.
I love it. Oh, it was so sick. Gosh, Involved are getting so much better on that animation, on the CGs. It's on the cutscenes. It's insane. I don't know what's animation cutscenes. I guess cutscenes, yeah. We leap from the breakwater and land on the yacht. I'm gonna put Raphael down because him sitting on my lap, my hands get tired. We leap from the breakwater and land on the yacht. But white waves surge around our vessel, and as we leave the harbour, Raphael sits at the bow and slowly spins the finger in his fingertip.
You're holding out
the
your
ring.
hand. What are you trying to imply?
My performance,
I'll
Steve?
pay once we've returned to Wave Chaser Island.
It was an intense workout. I deserve a large payment, don't you
You're
think?
the leading actress. It's your call.
I take a look at the ring in his hand. The sea breeze sweeps across the bow, and his clothes flutter like a swaying fishtail. An unusual scent permeates the air. Raphael and I turn at the same time to see dark clouds intruding. There's a storm approaching Barona's waters. The small yacht races at full speed. It carves a gash with curling white edges across the dark seawater. A larger wave passes. I grip the control panel to steady myself as Raphael adjusts our course. We're trying to stay away from the eye of the storm. Rain pours against the cabin windows, and rainwater quickly accumulates. The windshield wipers can't clear it away fast enough. Raphael, is this a small storm? Is this a small storm to you?
Of course. These waves couldn't even dislodge a starfish from the bottom of a reef. If you're really worried, don't look down.
His remainder has the opposite effect. I glance outside.
For creatures who didn't grow up here, the sea is terrifying during a storm. The murky waters become impossibly deep, and the churning waves seem to herald
gracious.
the arrival of a massive creature that's about to emerge from the bottom of the ocean.
Goodness gracious, why is he like this? He's like, you know you make me scared of stuff. Ah, so it's here to offer the deep sea's treasure to the sea god. You're very devoted. Seeing that I'm not scared, Raphael's smile slightly widens.
If the rocking is making you dizzy, you can take a nap at the back of the cabin.
I'm afraid I'll get thrown onto the floor if I do. During times like this, staying with you makes me feel safer.
Even though I'm the sea god, I can't calm stormy waves right now. I can soothe you, though. Found it.
A beam of light pierces through the gale and heavy rain. It illuminates the dark sea. It's a lighthouse. We should be able to dock there.
An offshore lighthouse that's built on a small reef. It's only big enough for the structure to stand on. It'll be enough to serve as our temporary shelter, though.
The waves crash down like giant hands, but our yacht breaks through the wall of water. We head to the distant lighthouse that's immovable like a mountain. The lighthouse keeper is seemingly accustomed to visitors who get soaked in the rain. Like us, she guides us up the structure so we can rest. Despite it still being daytime, the world resembles the time between dusk and night. Thank you. We'll sit here for a bit and won't take up any more of your time. The silent lighthouse keeper nods. She quietly prepares a pot of hot water and some compressed dry snacks for us before returning to her post. This is perfect. I was a little hungry and we met a nice person. What's so funny? Your smile is kind of weird.
Take a closer look at the food you got, cutie.
The opaque craft paper packaging looks simple and clean. I figured it probably contains biscuits, jerky, or other non-perishable food that's suitable for storage. As soon as I break the seal, an intense oceanic smell hits me. It's so fishy that my face contorts. What is this? Yo, what time it is? Save that.
I could smell it 800 meters away. Do you want to guess what kind of person would dare to guard this isolated lighthouse alone? It's basically in the heart of the ocean.
She's also a Lemurian. Why didn't you say hello to her?
Not every Lemurian is as outgoing and friendly as me, you know. She probably never expected anyone to brave the elements to visit her, even when she hid herself away from everything.
No wonder she wanted to relax when we let her go about her business. Raphael quickly laughs again as he places several pieces of unrecognizable dried fish into a titanium cup and pours hot water over them.
Don't give me that look. It's just been cured with seawater. It'll become delicious after you let it soak for a bit. Be patient.
Amid the rising steam, the air seems to grow humid and salty. I wrinkle my nose as I notice the scent of melting fat and wax. Raphael, do you smell that?
She's lighting the lamp.
The one in the lighthouse?
In Lemuria, we have structures similar to lighthouses. They're called whale ash gardens. When the oceans were still uncharted, traveling Lemurians would build simple waypoints in places where whales died. The whale ash serves as an underwater lighthouse. It offers shelter to those who have temporarily lost their way and allows them to regain their bearings. Traveling with whale ash lamps was once a popular tradition in Lemuria, but hardly anyone remembers it now.
This is what I mean by I love how deeply they've written Lemurian lore, and you definitely see that in this main story especially. You see it in the myths as well, but I don't think you see it as much as you do within this one. I think you see it in a bit in the Idol banner as well, from what I remember. Then she must have lived for a long time, for a very long time. Lighting the whale ash lamp serves as a reminder to not lose sight of your destination, and more importantly, it ensures you never forget your starting point. Is she thinking about Whalefall Acropolis? She can never return to, or the long-lost Whalefall City. The cooled water touches the wooden floor and quickly seeps through the cracks. When the cup is refilled, the taste becomes fresher. But the salty bitterness spreading from my chest to my throat only intensifies. Once the storm passes, we'll have to return to Wave Chaser Island to perform another Sea Moon ceremony. If we succeed, where will Raphael go once everything is over? Raphael, you said you wouldn't remain in Whalefall City because it's one part of your journey. It's not your final destination. I think it's good that you'll succeed in your revenge. Your life afterward might be more carefree. I pause before trying to sound like I'm making a joke. Maybe you can fully devote yourself to painting, go beyond your limits and take your artistic accomplishments to the next level. But then, assuming that's the case, do you have a reason to stay in Lincoln City? Staring at him, I grip the edge of the craft paper packaging. I'm unwilling to hear another evasive answer from his lips. What I want to ask is, it's not about staying here or staying in Lincoln City. Rather, on an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless normal day, like an actual meaningless day, when I want to see you, will you still be by my side? Oh, this is so sad.
It's hard to say. According to your vision, I'll surpass my limits and ascend to the next level. Doesn't that mean I'm devoting myself to art and only art? I guess a talented artist doesn't deserve to have mundane days. Unbelievable.
Hey!
Setting aside these meaningless scenarios, you only have one question to ask, and I only have one answer to give. I've walked a very, very long road, but throughout my journey, the same light has guided me. And it's not just my guide, it's the true destination of my fate.
If we consider a Lemurian's lifespan, can a single light accompany you for that long?
Maybe not. What you see now could just be a drop in the vast ocean. And as time passes, you might discover that you're the one who journeys the farthest.
Thanks to Raphael's boiling method, the dried fish is ready. I devour 3 pieces, then another thought crosses my mind. Oh. I pretend to hold a microphone and hold it up to Raphael's mouth. I have a question for our respectable sea god. What new mission will you undertake after completing your revenge? Will you leave the Lemurians to rebuild their homeland? A small fishtail peeks from his big smile.
You think the sea god is a real estate tycoon?
You don't even listen to Lemurians' wishes or grant them.
The sea god isn't like human parents who secretly prepare gifts after hearing their child's birthday wishes.
That's disappointing. Then what do the Lemurians make their wishes to?
The sea, the ocean nurtures all life. If you make a wish to the sea,
will it grant my wish?
the fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams in the ocean will eavesdrop.
Then my wish is to eat fresh fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams every day. I stare at Raphael as he lets out a hearty laugh. I tear off a piece of fish with my teeth and quickly find myself chuckling. By the time we finish the package, we notice the sound of crashing waves has noticeably subsided. Raphael goes to the door to check. Then he turns back and reaches out to me.
The rain has stopped. Let's go. Tonight will be perfect for the sea moon ceremony.
Another one. Alright, we have time to do, I think, one more chapter, I think. Before we park off for the night. I know, I've been a bit spoiled on TikTok. I know there's like one really sad bit, but I don't know when, so we'll see. Figures appear on the shallow water's reef. Waves dance across their scales as they shimmer with an ethereal glow. Chanting ancient Lemurian songs, they look at where the waves meet the moonlight. Talia's melodious singing fills the air. It's more ethereal and transcendent than what I heard at the previous sea moon ceremony. It seems like a blessing in a distant call. The ring rests in Raphael's palm. As I place my hand over his, I feel the patterns beneath my hand. What are they singing?
It's a blessing for the sea god and his followers. I haven't heard such an ancient melody in a very long time. Even in Lemuria's historical records, there's almost nothing about the sea god's funeral.
I think it's better to just call it the Sea Moon Ceremony.
Lemurians don't fear death, but we have desires in our hearts. Even when we're far away from home, we'll never stop searching for a way back.
Then Whalefall City still... When Whalefall City still existed, did they already know they would leave one day?
Long ago, Lemuria had written prophecies about its fate.
The Tome of the Sea God you've been searching for?
Yeah. Maybe the search for prophecies is part of the prophecy.
I close my eyes and feel the cold touch of metal intertwined with the warmth of our clasped hands. I somehow sense the yearning behind those unfamiliar words.
According to the legend, we should be basking in the lingering echoes of the blessing and waiting for the conch vessel to appear. Can you feel it?
We don't share a language, but emotions are universal. After spending these past few days with them, I think I can guess what they're praying for. The sea breeze carries their songs to a sanctuary below the waves. It awakens the slumbering creatures that dwell within. Under the bright moon, several dolphins leap from the water, as if welcoming the return of their ruler.
Tonight is perfect for going out to sea.
He bows slightly and reaches out to me a gentle invitation.
Would you like to accompany me to the Lemurian royal capital, miss?
Hey, let's go. We're gonna get the myth look. The glistening waves behind the retracted moonlight. Without any hesitation, I place my hand. Are we gonna get this look? Are we gonna get this boy again? It's been a while since we had Sea God Raphael look. I would be honoured. Words seem to possess a calming power as the energy surrounding us harmonizes with the songs at the same frequency. It's filled to the brim with wishes and blessings. The sea churns and boils up, hearing the dirge. Then it splits at the boundary between the sky and the sea, as if a sharp blade cut through it. The fractured waves block out the moonlight as roaring currents retrieve long-forgotten wishes in the deep sea. The Lemurians gaze at the surging waves, their songs knocking on the sealed, dust-covered gates of their homeland. Waiting silently in the sea, I sense something. There needs to be one more call. Oh, it still isn't. When I grasp the ring in Raphael's palm, silvery white foam begins to surge between the parted waters. A massive glowing seashell gently rises. It's accompanied by an energy that feels familiar and strange. This is what I felt at the blue hole. As if drawn in by a mysterious force, I unconsciously activate my evil to sense that energy. The energy fluctuation shatters. My thoughts, nameless, chaotic noises puncture my mind like sharp spikes. Oh, we get this. Oh my gosh, we're getting the backstory.
Are you willing to be my follower?
Oh my gosh, we're getting the backstory. No. Oh no. Desiring the sincerest worship of mortals, thou must offer an herb. No.
The sea god's heart, mine heart. Dost thou want it?
Oh, that's me. Who am I talking to? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
This is my promise to you.
Oh, don't make me cry.
For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting.
And we're gonna get the one from the third one, aren't we? No!
It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly.
Infold,
Listen
why do you
carefully. This is
hate
the
me
last
so
time I'll teach you.
much? Why do you hate me? This is not fair. Oh, I got a griffin. Oh no, what's going on? I hate this. Now, with this power of the sea god's vow, our covenant, Raphael, obey my command. Reclaim this heart and our everlasting bond. Oh no, she's remembering. Fudge. Fudge. It feels like I've emerged from an everlasting, exhausting long dream. Memories I've never experienced seem to have found their host. They rush into my mind and merge with my very being before I realize it. Oh, it's as if they were always meant to be mine. Oh, fudge. Girl.
Are you awake?
When I open my eyes, I see the sky and moonlight. Dazed, I blink and try to move. Please tell me you have remembered, Queen. Oh my god. I realize I'm being held in a warm embrace. What just happened?
You were probably affected by the ancient oceanic power lingering on this boat. It has weathered many years, so there might still be traces of its previous owners on it.
But that power feels like... I meet Raphael's eyes as it's as clear as seawater and doesn't reveal a hint of deception. Did he also forget? Why? My heart faintly aches and my mind still lingers in that memory. Scenes from the past keep replaying as if they're reminding me not to forget. Have you remembered?
What are you humming?
Only then do I notice that I'm humming the melody I heard in either a dream or an illusion. If I told you I heard this song in a dream, would you believe me?
I guess you had an unusual dream.
Oh my gosh,
what else was in it?
There were waves, flute music, and... My emotions bear the waves of our covenant. The bond between us is heavy. I compose myself and smile at Raphael. You.
I knew it.
In my dream, you said you would teach me the song.
Oh, you just want to hear me sing.
No.
That's one roundabout way to make a request.
I am going to push it all into a bin. I didn't mean it like that, but since you made that the suggestion... Flames erupt from his palm before quickly dissipating. They're replaced with a luminous... Girl is acting very calm from just getting her memories back. Is this another trick?
Even if I'm the most talented performer in the world, I need something to play music with. It's the first time I'm hearing this song, but...
Oh no. Infold, stop throwing bricks at me. The sound overlaps with the ones in my dream. For a moment, I can't tell where I am. Raphael uses his free hand to pull me towards him. You guys remember the stream that I did when we did the Sea God one and I was bawling my eyes out near the end? I lean into his embrace and try to piece together those fragmented memories. Our covenant began even earlier than I thought. Oh no. The melody pauses on a high note. The waves, as they touch the shore, they linger for a moment before flowing. With numerous questions in my mind that I can't ask right now, I immerse myself in the music until the interlude. You look more mature compared to back then. Please. Oh no. Oh no. The boat suddenly rocks as the music ceases. The flammers anxiously leap from the water. They're seemingly giving us a warning. There's an undercurrent.
No. This is Whale Fall City.
Hell yeah. Raphael sets down the conch and ignites a flame in his palm. It lights up the unfamiliar deep waters.
It's responding to our call.
There was no reaction to be like, what do you mean, girl? I guess they were interrupted, so... Oh god. Moonlight shines upon the pitch-black sea as the boat is drawn in by an invisible force. It sways as if sails towards the massive whirlpool in the center of the ocean. Countless silvery white fish converge and spiral where the currents meet. They eagerly rush towards the ocean's profound depths and the seabed.
Whalefall City is below us. Hold on to me.
He holds me close. The seawater swallows the sky as we descend into the deep sea. MC is slowly picking up fragments of memories. Oh god. Oh no. So that is devastating. Because she remembers bits of Xavier's past. Like her past with Xavier. Now she's remembering the past of Raphael. Oh no. No. Oh no. We have to keep playing. We're doing another half an hour. Yikes. God. The weightlessness makes me lose all sense of my direction. In my dizziness, a warmth touches my hand. Raphael.
I'm here.
I'm gonna go to about when it goes like 2 hours stream. My consciousness stabilizes itself before my body does. My vision gradually clears as I blink repeatedly. What? An enormous skeleton carries our vessel through the water. When I look back, I can't even see where its tail ends.
Think of this giant whale skeleton as Whalefall City's welcome ceremony.
A giant whale with wings?
Yep. Who says you can't fly underwater?
Surrounded by nothing but endless blue expanse, we drift through silent waters. It's impossible to judge distance or size without any light or shadows for reference. In this underwater quietness, I only hear the echo of my own breathing in my chest, but the giant whale's skull begins to disappear inch by inch, then its spine and wings. As it swims forward, the massive body is gradually devoured by the space around us. It disappears with each rhythmic movement. The bizarre sight makes me squeeze his hand, and he responds with a firmer squeeze.
Don't be afraid.
As his words fade, my body passes through what feels like an invisible barrier. A gentle current envelops me before slowly releasing me on the other side. Are we back? Oh my god! Oh! The world below the waves is bursting with colour. One of the royal capital's ancient streets stretches across the deep sea, and there's a dome resembling moonlight. It's suspended high above this. Massive stone sculptures adorned with vibrant coral are arranged in a staggered pattern along both sides of the street. Alleyways formed by interlacing towers and buildings are spread out like a finely woven net. They gradually disappear into the seawater. Parts of these structures seem to emerge from space-time rifts. They're like visitors from a distant world. No artificial light is needed as countless specks of light swirl through the waters surrounding the buildings. Their brilliance surpasses even the Milky Ways. Everything around us is silent. It takes a long time for me to find my voice again. This is...
Whalefall City.
That legendary lost civilization, the Lemurian spiritual homeland, appears before my eyes without any concealment. The giant whale carries us as we float above the main avenue of the royal capital. Reflections from the seawater dance across strained glass windows. I feel as though these same colours dance in my eyes as well. Noticing the unusual silence, I subtly tighten my grip on its hand. I remember the Deepspace Academy had published a book on Lemuria. According to it, Whalefall City slumbers in the abyssal deep sea. Its dome can reach past the sky.
They write as if they've seen it with their own eyes.
People tend to exaggerate stuff they've never seen. The more mysterious something is, the more fascinating it becomes.
Do you think it matches the descriptions in the book?
I lower my head. At the end of the street, specks of light drift around the high spire. A bubble floats in front of me. When I poke it, it pops and scatters into more specks of light. Even attempt to describe it might be presumptuous.
Everyone has their own interpretation of Whalefall City. Archaeologists consider it a hidden treasure buried in the deep sea, while Lemurians view it as the true resting place for souls.
What about you? Raphael cups a bubble in his hands and gently crushes it until specks of light scatter. They gather and reform the bubble.
For the sea god, it's a mission infused in his blood. But right now, I'm thinking, if you hadn't accompanied me and I was sitting by myself with these skeletal remains.
Lost in musings, I can't guess. He shakes his head and smiles.
The fortunate one is me, not you.
The giant whale slowly moves its bone wings downward along the central path. The tips of my shoes almost grace the brick floor tops below.
We're here.
From the wide gaps between the bones, I see a plaza paved with white stones. Stone statue, at least twice the height of a person, stand guard on both sides of the path. If that sculpture could see these, he'd probably spend several days and nights here. He'll crouch and study them. If that sculptor...
You could say the ones who carved these were his ancestors.
These statues are at least is it 1,000,000? 1,000 years old, right? Wouldn't it technically be passing down of artistic tradition?
Genetic inheritance might be a more accurate term, but this place is the most refined embodiment of Lemurian art.
Really?
It's the sea god's temple.
Yes! A sense of deja vu crashes over me like roaring waves. Astonished, I look up at the majestic temple stands at the end of my vision. Its massive stone pillars supporting the dome ceiling like solid bones.
This place is our only option if we want to truly open the path to Whalefall City.
An inexplicable thought appears in my head. I lean forward to get a closer look.
Why do you appear more anxious than me?
Raphael pulls me back to where I originally was. He's not in a hurry to return to this temple that should be rightfully his.
Sit tight. We're almost there.
Raphael?
What's wrong? Do you think being here will upset me?
It's more that I'd like it if you didn't keep everything bottled up inside. From this angle, I can't make out Raphael's expression, but I hear a soft sigh.
It appeared at the wrong place in the wrong time. The more attached we become, the harder it will be to let go when we must part.
1 minute. Aren't you worried that Gaia Biotech or Eba would stop at nothing to get their hands on Whalefall City?
Once Whalefall City fully reveals itself, our people will have no reason not to return. However, it'd make all of them targets. Today's Lemurians can't rely on Whalefall City to protect them from everything. Using it to defend against Ever is a pipe dream. When Whalefall Acropolis was destroyed, we still had Whalefall City as our sanctuary. If it also... The peaceful life Lemurians have struggled to rebuild can't be allowed to crumble again.
The wrong place, the wrong time, yet he still wants to seize this less than ideal opportunity to do something. It's for himself and the Lemurians who, instead of making wishes, worry about him seeking revenge alone. Let's do the right thing, even in these wrong circumstances. The giant whale delivers us to the central plaza in front of the Sea God's temple. Then it flips its enormous wings and floats back up to hover above the royal capital. I'll quickly put a sign outside my door. It flips its normal wings back up and hovers above the royal capital. The wings stir up a gust that touches stone fragments across the ground. I look around and find the source of the debris. A circle of divisive stone statues surround the front part of the Sea God's temple. They're blocking the entrance. At the forefront stands a humanoid statue. It towers before a stone pillar, its figure hunched and tilted awkwardly to one side. Are these statues here for a ritual? Ah, Raphael, did you see that? Did that statue just move? Meeting Raphael's gaze, I quickly raise both hands. It wasn't me, I didn't touch it. Maybe it's being corroded?
I know. Come over here.
Metaflux? As I step back, the cracks spread out in all directions. Countless fish appear and stone fragments rain down like a sudden downpour. From within the swirling cloud of dust, a figure slowly steps forward. A low spear materializes, its cold gleam flashing, and a column of water shaped like sea, but beast roars in our direction.
Under his quintessence's orders, outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whalefall City.
Oh. We're fired in today. Oh, are we frozen? I swear, we crash. I swear, this game crashes. Worst case, I may actually stream tomorrow, I don't know. Finish off the story.
Destruction's tide has arrived. These waters will the tide's judgment.
It shall descend here and now. Go back to the pit you came from. Raphael.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
The tide is rising. Fall back. You were too close to it. The tide's judgment
shall descend here and now. Oh, sea god, I
surrender everything to me.
The deep stirs. How's the scenery?
It's... Oh, man. You recovered so fast. Press on. Don't get distracted.
Bring it on. Eat this.
The tide is rising. Fall back.
Did you spot its weakness?
Focus on staying safe. The tide's judgment
Shall descend here and now. The deep stirs. From the ocean's depths.
where someone calls out my name forevermore. Thunder heralds death.
Bring it on.
It's almost over.
Pay attention.
You were too close. Ripples in a breeze.
Hey, we
A
got it.
drop in the ocean.
Goodness gracious. Ooh. Back to here you go. I think I'm going to finish off the story there. I think that's a good point to rest it. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I may stream this on Monday. I know I usually do alternate days, but I'm going to come back to this on Monday because I am fixed on that twist. I was not expecting. I don't know, like, has MC, like, she remembers but she kind of doesn't at the same time? Like, it's fragmented, so it's broken. So she doesn't have the full context, I guess. But she kind of knows she has a past with Raphael now, so, and like a bond and stuff like that. So I don't know how that is gonna continue on. So we will see.